Good afternoon, Leawood locals. It's Lisa and Mallory.
Or should I say, hello, winners, because we won the Super Bowl.
Hello, winners sounds much better.
I know. Well, and back to back. It's been a while since that's been done.
It has been definitely since the Patriots era. So here we are.
So we're back to back talking about a Chiefs dynasty.
Yep, circling back to our Patriots comment on our first podcast, if you were following. Okay, let's talk about, do you want to talk about the game, outfits?
I want to talk about what the girls wore first. Okay. Oh, I binge ate at the overtime.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think 3,000 calories was consumed in that 10 minutes.
Probably with us too. Okay, well, we'll get to that. Let's talk about the girls' outfits. Okay. So Brittany in an amazing red corset, which corset is the thing.
Well, and it was evidently like a red pleather thing.
Yeah, and matching pants.
Just to talk about Brittany for a second, I know she's got a lot of haters out there, but did you see her swimsuit? The Sports Illustrated swimsuit drop?
She looked amazing, for sure.
She was raw. I mean, nobody can say that girl does not work. I mean, and I know she works out and she works hard to have a great body.
But she did look amazing.
She looked amazing. I am sure whoever gave her a bikini wax had to do it multiple times because that thing was cut so high.
It was super high cut.
Super high cut.
I don't know if I ever could afford anything like that.
And then she had one where it was like a triangle, and she's had 2 kids. Yeah. And that's always my excuse is I'm like, I've had kids.
But how old is she, 25, 27?
No, I think she's like 28, 29. But I always blame my body on my kids. I'm like, I used to have a good body, but then I had kids. Well,
but she's in her 20s.
2 kids, but she had that little triangle top where her little boobies were hanging out on the top and the bottom. Looked really good.
Yes, but again, we are not in our 20s.
No.
So,
but she wore red for all of that. All of those bikinis and stuff were red, and she stuck with the red theme for the pleather. I liked it. Good. I was not a fan of T Swift's outfit.
Okay, I agree with you. So I did a little research. That was the Dion Lee crochet corset. So
I like the
corsets are totally.
I liked the corset. It was I am not a big fan.
There's one of those words again that I say awkwardly. Corset.
It's corset. Whatever. We can call it whatever we want.
We know what we mean.
You say it sounds fancier when you say corset.
Corset.
Maybe it's French.
Okay, we can be French. Well, Dion Lee, I guess that's not French, but
that is not.
Okay, so a Dion Lee, the crochet.
So I was not fans of the jeans. I thought the jeans.
Agree.
The slits with the bejeweled.
Yeah.
And that she was in all black. I know she had a red jacket.
She had an 87 necklace, custom necklace, and then she had an 87 sewn into her, and I am going to butcher this because I do not own a pair. The shoes, the red soles.
Oh, Louis Vuitton.
Thank you.
Christian Louis Vuitton.
Thank you, my French friends.
Yes.
My French
Bonjour.
friends. But the crystal slit jeans were from Area, just to pop that in case anyone did like them and would like to make them their own.
Yeah.
We will not be ordering them.
But we will not judge you if you wear them, but we didn't like them.
Well, maybe we will.
I did have to say I did like her hair because her bangs have been kind of driving me crazy the last couple of games because they're long and kind of in her face.
Right.
And Kelsey hadn't shaved or touched his beard since the playoffs, since they won.
Yes, so and he looked so much like Jason, with his beard.
But I was like, maybe she's superstitious too, and she won't cut her bangs until they win, or she goes to Tokyo or something. But I did like the ponytail with the little braid.
Yeah, it was
cute.
And
the bangs swept to the side. I did like her hair.
Okay, great. And her darling friend, Blake Lively. Okay, but let's move on. Let's actually talk about your why we were losing in the first half is not because of the Chiefs. It's because of our dear friend Mallory.
You guys, I have a confession.
Tell them.
I have a confession to make. I yesterday put my Chiefs cheerleading uniform on like I said I would, and I promised I did. And my husband took a picture of me in front of our TV with an hour before the game.
Which we posted on our Instagram.
Which you'll all see.
Leawood Local.
And then I was going, our plans kind of changed last minute, and so I ended up going to a friend's house who was hosting all of our freshman boys. So my husband and my son were like, you can't wear the Chiefs that outfit to this thing with all the freshman boys. My son was mortified, and my husband was like,
no.
You just can't do it. So
too much.
I took it off. And I went over, and it was just me and my friend, and all the boys were in the basement, but they would come up for food or whatever. So we all know how the first half of the game went. I literally, at halftime, got 3 texts from 3 different people saying, what is going on? Do you have your cheerleading outfit on? And I responded to everybody. I said, I do not. I forgot it. And so I texted my husband, and I was like, listen, I've had 3 people ask me where this cheerleading uniform is. And his response was, go home and put that thing on. So I drove home because I was at a friend's house, but she's neighbor. So I drove home, put the Chiefs uniform on, came back, and we're all winners because of the cheerleading. So the Shields child size 14 cheerleading uniform,
it's a winner, go buy it.
3 times. The first Super Bowl last year, and then this year. And when I said I was in Florida, it was for a cheer competition, and I didn't bring it, and that's when we lost to Tom Brady.
Okay.
And my husband was so kind because I was like, every time we win the Super Bowl when I wear this, he said, well, I hope you can fit into it for a long time.
Okay, we still have 3 more left in us at least, right?
Yeah, so there's pressure now that I have to be able to fit into the uniform every year, too.
Well, I think you will.
We'll see.
I'm pretty sure.
But it was the uniform. People knew something was off the first half, and people knew. They're like, she's not wearing it.
I would also say that as soon as my youngest daughter and her friends came in was when we started coming back in. So they were like, oh, we're leaving. We're like, no, you are not leaving. You are most definitely staying the rest of the game.
Yes.
So I don't know. It was a pretty good game. It came right down to the wire, which we did not want. But it was pretty much just like when we played the 49ers before, right?
Well, but this one went to overtime.
Yeah. Which was a first, I think, in Super Bowl history.
I don't think in Super Bowl history.
I think it was.
I think that might be a stretch. I think there's been overtime in Super Bowl. We'll say like 3rd or 4th. There's been 50 some odd of them. You don't think any of them?
We'll Google it and we'll put it. We'll post the fact.
Or you can comment if you know.
Yeah, if you
tell us. But I don't think it's the first ever. But
still,
you stick by that.
It was super exciting. The 49ers did not know from what I understood today, they did not know the rule.
Well, but they thought, it still doesn't make sense, though, because they thought the first touchdown won the game. Well, they didn't get a touchdown. They scored.
They got a field. I think they thought the first possession, and we still had a chance to make it, but they didn't.
And then you give it to Mahomes, and he's, like I said in the last podcast, he is a second quarter, last minute. He can make magic happen.
Yep.
And we're going to give a shout out to...
your favorite player?
Yes, Cole Christensen. He had a lot of plays on the field. He's special teams. If you watch our reel, he is one of the ones that caused the fumble on the return that we got. And I think we ended up scoring a touchdown on that. So shout out to Cole Christensen. I think it was us who helped.
Really get him in the mindset.
Yeah, get him in the he's like, I want to be on the Leawood local
it was definitely
Instagram website, so let's do it.
Yeah, let's make
a play.
Okay, so who would be your MVP? We know Mahomes got it. What do you think?
Mahomes got it, and he's had it twice. I mean, he works miracles. He's amazing. But I think somebody that should have been in the running was Chris Jones. Chris Jones.
He did a good job.
He runs that D-line, and he made tackles when he needed to make tackles. He's put pressure. He just was, they couldn't have won without him.
Agree. But I'm going to say Mecole Hardman. That's my personal vote for MVP.
I love that he was interviewed and he doesn't remember catching, how do you not remember catching the game?
Probably because he had so much adrenaline going.
Probably.
But
and that play was amazing.
Yeah, it was a great play.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's discuss, so you were at a friend's house and you had all kinds of fun food.
I did. And I actually was really good about eating the food. I didn't because again, it was all these freshman boys. So it was cookies, wings, pizza. So I was trying to be good. I didn't really eat a lot until they went into overtime. And then I was housing wings. I was eating cheese dip. Then I'm like, is there sausage in here?
I think I ate my weight in cheese dip.
But it was just that 10-minute period. I guess I'm a binge eater when it comes to football. And
I'm a binge eater all the time.
I can
go forever without eating, and then suddenly it's eat.
But this was this was to the point where I was physically uncomfortable after the game because I had like everybody was like jumping up and down.
Well, plus your nerves are probably shot too.
And I was like, everyone. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna burst.
Yeah. Okay, but since we won, we get to go to the parade.
So I'm not a parade person.
Okay. So we've never been not a flower person or a parade person. I don't love the crowds, but we haven't been to one. So I feel like
we did
the Royals way back when the kids were like teeny,
and that
tiny.
Was enough for me to be like, I'm never doing this again. Like,
yeah, it was kind of a nightmare, the parking and stuff.
Well, and I'm like, I'm 5'3".
It's hard to...
If I stand in a crowd, I'm going to be looking at the back of the person's head in front of me. I'm not going to see the stage.
You could get on Clay's shoulders.
Clay's not going. We're both not. And it's one of those where I don't say I'm not like a people person because I love people, but I don't want thousands of people invading my space.
And drunk people. Like, I mean, it could be like a lot.
I don't want to be vomited on.
No.
But I think this year, too, with the T Swift and the fact that she might be at the parade.
Do you think she'll be there with security, or what do you think?
I don't know. I feel like people are going to expect her to be there.
Yeah.
But she's going to be out in the open.
That's why it's going to be more crowded, too. Plus, it's going to be like 60 degrees.
Yeah. So you have fun. Take pictures for me.
I will take lots of pictures.
I will be watching it from the comfort of my couch.
Okay.
So here's the other thing. So Shawnee Mission canceled. Blue Valley and Olathe did not.
I know, which I think is so, I mean, I think it's really...
So you're going to the parade, so you have legit. Do I let my kids not go to school on Wednesday?
Are they going to watch the parade with you?
I mean, they probably will for like a hot second, but I just am gearing up already for tonight of the... But everybody's going, nobody's going to be at school. And I don't want to be the mean mom that sends them to school.
So I heard something that... if not enough kids show up, they can't count it as an attendance day.
Yeah.
So if everybody boycotts, which attendance in high school,
Lisa's starting a boycott right now. You heard it first. No school Wednesday.
I'm already on Blue Valley's super good attendance list. Yeah, they're going to totally love us. So, but if it is true, if enough students do not go, it doesn't count.
But it's also not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let us know if you're going. Let us know if you're boycotting.
Or if you let your kids, if you're not going, because you're not a parade person like me, and you don't go, but you also let your kids skip. Because I've done that the last 2 years, too. Well, no, I guess they've been out of school.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to halftime.
Oh, yes, halftime. Now so I don't even know really any songs, but I was still dancing. I was doing the dishes, but I was still dancing.
Okay.
Watching Usher, not Drake.
Usher. I think he is incredibly handsome.
Yeah.
I looked up today. He's 45 years old. He is jacked. He's got muscles. He's handsome.
Yeah.
He can sing. I thought the start of it was very slow.
Okay, but Alicia Keys.
Which,
amazing.
I love Alicia Keys. I think she's super talented, amazing singer, songwriter, everything. I don't think the Super Bowl is a place to, sing ballads on a stage. The crowd there has been drinking beer all day long.
Right. They want something
watching
more
men
fun.
tackle each other. They don't want a ballad. So, maybe, one. I think Lady Gaga did, her...
Oh, the one from, yes. Or from the movie
Shallow. But, I feel like the first part of it was, all slower songs that it was hard to get, a groove. And then the last minute when he did I'm not going to sing it again because you guys already heard me sing it.
Is that when he took his shirt off?
The one. Yeah. And then Ludacris came on stage. I said I love a guest appearance. Yep. I love Ludacris.
I was hoping for Justin Bieber.
He was in the stands.
He was in the stands, but I was hoping to see him on stage.
He doesn't sing anything.
He did a song. He did do a song.
Usher?
Yes, and I forget the name of it. The kids were telling me that. Mm-hmm. They have to be right.
Were they also the ones that told you it was the first Super Bowl?
No, the announcers did. Who was announcing last night? Tony Romo? Yeah.
You might be
It was
wrong.
him. Okay. No.
All right, we'll see. But overall, I think Usher, he put on a show. I love a brass band, too.
A good brass band.
I love a brass band when they were in the drums and all that stuff. Love it.
Never would have pegged you for a brass band.
Well,
girl.
no, just the whole.
Pretty good. Yeah, no, it's super good.
The,
super soul, jazzy.
Loved it. So
New Orleans.
And then the roller skating kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool, but that's weird. And then the ladies on the poles.
There's a lot going on.
There was a lot.
Sure.
A lot visually.
Yeah.
But overall, I would say.
What do you rate
give
it?
it like a 4.5.
Yeah. I'd say probably.
It was like the last minute kind of redeemed it a little bit, but it just was not my favorite.
So who do you want for next year?
Brittany.
Okay. Again, Dead and Company. Okay, thank you for watching our Super Bowl recap. It's been super inspiring and exciting, I'm sure.
Yes.
Join us next week for our chomps tasting.
Or champs, which is how you say it. Are we the Super Bowl champs or the Super Bowl champs?
The Super Bowl champs.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we can discuss that again. But let us know, I guess, if you let your kids go to school or not.
Yeah, school or no school. Go Chiefs. Enjoy the win.
Go Chiefs. Red Kingdom forever.
Pageant